Hi everyone. Today is Friday the 13th of January. So it should be a lucky day for me. Let's hope. 13 is my lucky number. Today I'm not going to talk about games. I'm going to talk about The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. So for those of you who are not interested in young adult literature or books or reading or the English language, or if actually you haven't read it yet, you probably want to steer clear of this video. That said, the book is about a 16-year-old girl who is suffering from, I guess you could say, the side effect of her original cancer, which has traveled to her lungs, and her name is Hazel. And she meets a young boy, an amputee, because of his cancer, named Augustus Waters. Now, I have never had cancer in my life. I've only lost, I guess you could say, 2 family members to cancer. One of them being my grandfather in 2001, and one of them being my dog later that same year. And it doesn't really run in our family, which I'm grateful for. However, you know, I could still get like Parkinson's or diabetes or high blood pressure problems or what have you. So, and there are a myriad number of things I have no idea if I have or not. But that aside, I find myself identifying with the characters in this book. There's something that transcends age, and it is living and coping with all the things that come with and without it. So Hazel, I identify with her in a way like you live with something each day, you know, day in, day out. You learn to handle it. It throws things at you every now and again, and you react somehow to it. We all live with some form of pain in our lives, and there are varying degrees to which each of us can handle such things. And some of them are physical, have physical manifestations, you know, cancer. The book isn't cancer. Yeah, never mind. But, you know, cancer is a physical manifestation of pain. There are others, you know, post-traumatic stress, and so on and so forth. And I've been handling my own, I guess you could say, emotional pain. A phrase that someone once told me was, why cause physical pain when emotional pain is so much more lasting? And that's very true, to an extent. Man, I'm totally botching this, but really, I identify with her because I know, in a way, what it's like to handle something day in and day out. I've had this, and it does definitely control your actions. It limits what you can and cannot do. It limits what you think you can and cannot do. To this day, I still can't bring myself to travel to particular places near where I live because it's just, I'll get there one day maybe, but right now, no. And I also identify with Augustus, and there are portions in here where he talks about how he believes that, you know, a life is worthwhile if you've spent it in service or if you expend it in a service. Like if you die saving children or if you spend your entire life helping people, you know, that's worthwhile. and there's an implication in there where Hazel gets kind of ticked at him, saying something along the lines of, so just because I haven't done those things, it's not worth it, and he has to backpedal a bit. But I mean, I do share a little bit of that. It's part of what contributes to my overall feeling of helplessness sometimes, where I just sit there and I see all these bad things going on, and I just don't feel like I can do anything about it. And to some extent, that is exceptionally true. I can't stop people from starving half the world away because I'm here and I have no funds. And yeah. And to an extent, it was, you know, when I was in college, it was like I can't afford to care because there's a chart in here for Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And in some ways it is very true, but you can skip certain stages of it to if they help achieve the lower ones. It's like back here somewhere. But and I studied it in college. Blah. There it is. Okay, so physiological stuff is pretty easy for everybody. Food, water, shelter, air, warmth. The next one up on the pyramid is security, safety, steady job, insurance. You can, in fact, skip parts of that to move on to the next one, social needs, belonging, love, family. And above that is esteem needs, your self-worth, your accomplishment. And then lastly, at the top of the pyramid is self-actualizing needs, self-aware personal growth. Now, you can achieve, it's archaic to think that you can't achieve the next one without having the prior one. That's not how it works. This isn't some kind of skill tree where you need to, you know, work your way up it. It's not a leveling system where you have to be level 1 then before you're 2. No. You can work on all of this at the same time or in parts. So technically it should be on its side. And you kind of move from left to right and you go back and forth between them because your priorities change. Life changes. All these things are different. It's easy here in the United States to get food, water, shelter, air, and warmth, more or less. These days, the security thing is in question. Personal safety, I feel safe in my home. I'm good. I feel safe in my neighborhood. I feel safe in my town. I feel safe in my county. There are plenty of cops here. I feel safe. Steady job, working on it. Insurance, I don't have health insurance. I haven't had health insurance for a few years now. I'm playing it carefully, though. I'm keeping an eye on my health. I'm stretching and trying to eat okay, and yeah, from time to time I eat pretty badly, but then again, I'm a guy who actually enjoys eating salads, which is apparently a rare thing in this world. Social needs, belonging, love, family, you have to have those things to feel normal most of the time. And striving for them is what pushes me through the security thing. You know, it's a personal goal thing. If I can't have a steady job, maybe I can have a relationship. Or if I can't have a relationship, they're not mutually exclusive, and they're things that you work on at the exact same time. So, you know, all of these things, they're not, this tiered system is bullcrap. And yeah, it's just a chart. It's an idea. And there are these things, you know, the bottom ones do build the foundation for the upper level ones. And I read this last night between the hours of 12:30 and 4. I started at 12:30. I went to bed and I said to the book, "All right, Mr. Green, keep me up until 4." And I finished the book a few minutes to 4. You failed, Mr. Green. No, it's an extremely well-written book. I had a very good time reading it. It is powerful. It is humorous. It is tragic. It is lovely. It gave me characters I could identify with. It gave me situations that were clear and easy to understand. It helped put into words some of my own thoughts. And thanks. So, Maybe tomorrow I'll get back to some gaming stuff, but until next time.